Welcome back to another episode of Legend the Comic Show. And if you're familiar with the Breakfast Club, then you're familiar with DJ Envy and of course Charlamagne, right? And they used to have the other girl on there, and she's got her own show now. So okay, one time on the Breakfast Club, Dame Dash was a special guest. And he was going back and forth with DJ Envy and Charlamagne about why would you work for a radio station all these years, and in all these years, why wouldn't you find a way to build a brand on the side separate from this company that you're working with, offer the benefits of getting on and having a fan base by working through this company. And DJ Envy, he was real defensive and, trying to go back and forth with Damon Dash on the shit, right? What Damon Dash was saying was some real shit. And we all know a lot of times when you tell people real shit, they don't want to admit it. But what they do is they slick listen to it, take your advice, and later on they follow through. But they never come back and be a real motherfucker and be like, you was right, that was some real shit. Because that's called a sucker inside of some people. So anyway, DJ Envy listened to what Dame Dash was saying, but what he did, he took it and tried to run allegedly scams and schemes. Now this is allegedly, but this is just how I feel. It's my opinion. It's not fact. It's not proven, but it don't mean it can't be proven in the future. This is what I feel though. So instead of him trying to take that advice because and listen and then roll with it, some type of way he got involved with another guy, and this guy's actually in a boiling hot water for stealing people's money. Now during this time, when DJ Envy started to try to do real estate and these car shows, a little bit after Dame Dash set him straight and tried to give him some game, he talked to this rapper named FAbolous, who had that famous song, Breathe. Everybody know that. Went platinum. And this is what happened. Now, FAbolous has provided some details about DJ Envy reaching out to him to participate in the real estate ventures that have since landed the latter in legal trouble. Now, on Saturday, October the 28th, the 45-year-old performed at the One Music Festival in Atlanta, Georgia. And while he was there, Hip Hop DX had a chance to ask him about the phone call from the Breakfast Club host. And this is what FAbolous had to say. FAbolous was basically like this here. He said DJ Envy was telling them about the real estate shit and how they could make so much money, right? And FAbolous said he was like, okay, I got to see the shit go through. Let me see what you do first with other people. And then if it worked and I see it's good, I donate some money. And it's common sense. Think about this here, right? If you never been doing something before and you doesn't have a track record with people of doing something consistently with other people's money and generating money where everybody has said, hey, this is the 5-star reviews. I've dealt with this guy. I've gave him money. I've got my money back with profit. He's worthy. That wasn't the case. So when you present this all of a sudden get money schemed and ideas to people of anybody with common sense know, hey, not to do that. But you got always, they say it's a saying, it's a sucker born every day. So many people are so quick to want to get these quick get rich schemes, right? You can find people to fall for it. So okay, this is what happened. So FAbolous said even with that phone call, he was like, all right, but he wasn't like sign me up. Then he smirked. You see how it played out? So he ain't saying that he knew DJ Envy was up to something, but he was basically saying he smelt the rat when the opportunity presented itself. He knew something that sounded too good to be true. 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. And we all have learned that. If you ain't learned that in life, you're going to learn. Most of the time, things that seem too good to be true are not true. Now, you're going to have some rare cases in your life that it can be seen too good and it can actually be true. Don't miss out on your blessings now. But most of the time, nah, it ain't. Now, DJ Envy has been linked to a scandal involving his former business partner and alleged real estate scammer, Cesar Pena, who was recently arrested for wire fraud. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about this motherfucker long because DJ Envy ain't that serious. I just wanted to let y'all know that he tried to get FAbolous, and FAbolous was street smart and he didn't go for the okie doke. Now, over here on the West Coast, Tupac murder suspect Keefe is unable to afford a lawyer. You stupid nigga, you. Now, you got away with some shit. You told on some motherfuckers that was not living, and they let you free and told Keefe D, don't speak on nothing dealing with Tupac's murder and you'll be alright. But nah, he tried to be an extra smart nigga and think he was going to capitalize and make some money off of Tupac's murder. And look what happened. Now your ass back in jail and you don't even have money for a lawyer because he was broke when all this shit happened anyway. But instead of him, this is what he could have did. He could have started up a podcast. With his name being attached to Tupac's death, he would have got for followers and subscribers just off of that. But niggas don't want to do that. They want to always cheat the streets. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the man charged with Tupac's murder, will reportedly not have a high-powered lawyer in his corner in the high-profile case, but will instead be represented by a public defender. Attorney Ross Goodman confirmed to the Las Vegas Review-Journal on Wednesday, November the 1st. The former Southside Compton Crip has yet to secure legal representation despite his arraignment looming. Now, Goodman, the son of Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman and former Mayor Oscar Goodman, represented Keefe D during a brief court hearing in Clark County, Nevada on October the 19th, but had not been officially hired as his lawyer. See, there was a lawyer thinking that this man had some money, or probably thinking that they didn't have a case. And when he got close up on him, he realized, this a broke nigga. I'm out of here. This is not what I thought. But then this is another way for an attorney that doesn't have a big name to get a little notoriety, because this is a high-profile case. So this was just a strategic business move by this attorney that jumped to Keefe D's defense in the beginning, and then he just got out the way. Now, in the email statement, he confirmed that he is not representing Davis, revealing that the 60-year-old was not able to meet the terms of the agreement. Another attorney had not been listed for Davis in court as records of Winston. It's over with. It's over with. Now, Vlad TV reported that Keefe D's trouble with hiring an attorney stems from financial issues, claiming he is unable to afford legal representation. No fucking duh, Vlad. No fucking duh. It's evident that the man is broke. That's why he started doing all these goddamn interviews, because people was willing to pay him money to speak on this shit. And then when he started getting that little money, he was like, I can try to probably get some real motherfucking money. And that's when the police said, hold on, let's step in and lock this nigga up. You talking too fucking much. Check out my other podcast, In This Crazy World. Yes, This Crazy World, on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, all streaming podcasts. This Crazy World. You got to check it out when you get time. Okay, back to the show. We're going to take it back down south, where a man burglarized a home, leaving behind warrants with his name on it. You got to be a dumb crook to go and break in somebody's house and then leave the warrant that's out for your arrest in the house after you break on it. What are the signs of that? That is a sign of a crackhead.
Shut up, Meg.
That is a sign of somebody on fentanyl. You strung out on that shit. In Memphis, Tennessee, a man faces charges after he illegally broke into someone's home and accidentally left behind an arrest warrant with his name on it. On October 18, a man told police that while he was outside of his home, Marika Walls came up to him and claimed he was selling candy for St. Jude. You son of a crook. Now he told this man he was selling candy for the hospital, the kids' hospital at that. How low would a crook grow? How low would a crook go to break in your house? Damn. Now, the man stated that Walls was holding a USPS envelope with a small stack of papers. According to the Memphis police, the man was suspicious of Walls and told him to come back the next day. Then moments later after that, the man's neighbors left his home. And then when the neighbor returned, he found that his house had been burglarized. So basically, this motherfucker played like he was selling candy for St. Jude, which don't make no sense. The man raised red flags and was like, he looked like he up something. But he went on with his day. As soon as the man left, he broke into the man's house and took a bunch of electronics. So when the man got back home, it was an envelope on the floor in his doorway with mail addressed to Walls along with a copy of an arrest warrant with Walls' name on it. How about that? He sent himself to jail. So after that, all the man did was call the police. When the police came, he gave him his information. They went and picked his dumb ass up and locked him up. Marika Walls is being charged with aggravated robbery and theft of property for $1,000 and between $1,000 and $2,500. Set to appear in court. This is damn food of the week. Give it out to this man down in Memphis, Tennessee for breaking in somebody's house and leaving a piece of mail with his name on it with a warrant on his arrest when he left. Get to him. Goddamn fool, you. Last but not least, let's get to an episode, a part of the segment of the show for my men out there, my real men. Y'all seen that fight with Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou? Oh man, this was epic. Let me show you something. That boy Francis Ngannou, whatever country he's from, he almost finished Fury. He almost knocked his ass out. He knocked him down, but he was able to get back up and finish. One thing, that's what separates Fury and why I got to get Tyson Fury legendary Hall of Fame status in the boxing game. Because the man has got knocked down several times in different fights, and he get up and he finish, and he go to work. He go to work. That's a real soldier, real champion. See, other fighters, when they get knocked down, and if I don't see a fighter get knocked down and win at least 1 or 2 times a fight after they got knocked down, you're not even a champion to me. So that's why I can't give Deontay Wilder that status. Because every time he never got knocked down in the fight, he got up and got his ass whooped. Now, Francis Ngannou knows what he wants next. He told TMZ the clear choice is a rematch with Tyson Fury. If y'all didn't watch that fight, it was epic. It went to 4 rounds. Tyson Fury got knocked down, got back up, finished the fight. Then it was like Francis Ngannou, he got kind of tired during the fight. And then if you don't know anything about boxing, once you get tired, you can't throw the power punches like you used to. You're not as fast when you throw your punch. So if you was beating the fighter in the beginning of the fight and you tire out, you not gonna be able to whoop that fighter. I don't give a fuck how hard you can hit and how fast you is, because once your stamina leaves, you can't do that anymore. Now, after the fight, they talked to Ngannou and he said he wants a motherfucking instant rematch. He wants to do it. And I'm tell you something. If he get that rematch, he gonna whoop Tyson Fury. I can see it. Cause he's a natural boxer, but he came from the UFC and this is his first boxing fight. Mike Tyson helped train him. I'm watching that. He's a good learner. He's a good natural boxer. He got natural power too. And he got good defense. The only thing that made him lose this fight, his stamina was not up to par. Because in the UFC, they fight 3-4 rounds. That ain't nothing about 3-4 minutes apiece. It's a different ball game from 3 rounds compared to 10 and 12. So 3 rounds, the average person, you could build your stamina up to be able to knock somebody's head off for that amount of time. But after that, that's when the real stamina and the real heart breaks down. And it shows what you really made of and the kind of work that you've been putting your body up against to be able to sustain that amount of time. So that next fight, if Tyson Fury be willing to fight him, he's going to get whooped. And I don't think Tyson Fury trying to fight him because he already said he's looking forward to fighting somebody else first. So that lets me know he know that this boy's working with something. And he see the potential. Now, this is what Fury had to say. He said, as for right now, I feel like there's a lot of options for me. But I want to choose wisely, and I will go for the rematch first. Before Tyson and Francis ever threw a punch at each other, Fury already had his next fight booked. Okay, so I understand that. So once he finishes his next fight with Usyk, then it got to go down. Now, if he duck it after that, then we know it's a bullshit. Now, Tyson said his best scenario in boxing is to wait for Fury. If Usyk can step out and let me fight Fury, I'll fight Fury. Then I let them do whatever they do. I go back, maybe do some MMA fight and come back with some people in boxing, Francis said. I'm planning to fight potentially twice next year, maybe February or March. I think this man should stick to boxing. Fuck that UFC shit if he stick to boxing, he'll whoop down on everybody else in the league. I'm telling you. You just tuned into another motherfucking episode of Legend the Comic Show. And we talked about crazy fools doing crazy shit, breaking in people's houses, what they want for their arrest in their pocket and dropping it and finding the owner find it when they come home to find that their house been burglarized. So all they had to do was just get a police the letter. And they just found the crook just like that. We talked about other things too in the boxing entertainment world, in the industry. Check out my other show, This Crazy World Show. Check it out. I talk about crime, breaking news stories all over the world that I dig up that you might possibly don't even be aware of. It might be right around you, might be close to you, might be in your neck of the woods. I talk about those stories because this is the crazy world we living in. Until the next time, until the next episode, go check out me on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, iHeartRadio. Check out my YouTube. My YouTube channel is Real for the Real Media. REAL, the number 4, REALDA Media. Real for the Real Media. And I do comedy skits. You know, I just like to live life and have fun and keep y'all entertained through these stressful times we living in. See you on the next show.